home to the world's biggest shopping malls, the world's tallest building, and of course, who could forget the supercars? Join me on my adventures through Dubai. As we started what was meant to be final day here in Dubai, I took a little bit of a tour of the grounds. This is just one of the 90 different swimming pools on resort here at Atlantis The Royal. If pools really aren't your style, you could of course go to the private beach and take one of these sunbeds, or perhaps even a cabana if you were feeling really bougie. And you could just soak in some of the sights of the Dubai skyline. I still can't quite get over that skyline. Perhaps you are after a little bit more adventure and you don't really fancy just sitting by a pool. That is where the attached water park comes in. This is the world's largest water park and it has the Guinness World Record for the most amount of slides. It is called Aqua Adventure and it is really an adventure. One of the slides actually has you going through a shark tank, so you can see all the sharks and fish swimming around. There was a load of outdoor sports here as well, so you could go ahead and play a little bit of badminton, perhaps even do a little bit of tennis too. There are few times in my life where I am truly speechless, and I genuinely think this might be one of them. There's certainly some imposter syndrome here. I don't feel like I belong, but it's absolutely an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm going to make every minute count. These are some of the pastry offerings that were on site. However, these were about £20 a piece, so I didn't partake in any of these. I did have a browse of the shops, however, where you could go ahead and look at some of the bags and purchase some clothing from both Louis Vuitton, Valentino, and a few other brands as well. If luxury clothes aren't really your thing, how about some art from one of the 2 art galleries on site? I would admit, I did like some of this stuff, in particular these little characters here, though I actually didn't see a price on them, so I just presumed they were outside of my price range. The sun is setting on day number 3. It's our last official day here. And I mean, it's been a busy one. We've done a lot. We've got a lot of scans complete. We've done everything that we need to. So now we're going to start getting ready to wind down for the evening. Our first point of call is getting a bit of dinner, of which we plan to go to dinner, which is Heston Blumenthal's restaurant here. Super excited to give that a try. And then after that, we were thinking we're going to head off to one of Dubai's malls, because apparently that's something that you have to do when you're here in Dubai, do a little bit of shopping. So let's go ahead and do that. Before our dinner reservation though, we did watch that lighting and fire water show outside in the fountains. This is actually the same people who created the fountain water shows in Las Vegas as well, so it was pretty spectacular to watch, as you can see. So here we are walking up to dinner by Heston Blumenthal. The way you actually get there is basically in this golden elevator which is surrounded by a waterfall. It was a very nice entrance to what was an incredible dinner. Of course there was a Michelin star, and as soon as you walk in you can tell why. This place is pretty wild in its design. Here is the menu, so if you want to read it and see some of the prices then you can pause and have a look. There was so much choice here, I really was spoiled. I didn't really know what I wanted to go with. We were also given these 3 cards, and basically these cards dictated how much of an experience you got from your waiter. Would they explain the food and its origins, or would they just leave you to eat? And of course we told them that we wanted to know the origins of the food that we were eating. And of course, what is dinner without a view? More of that beautiful view. It really did come alive at night. We started off with some butter and some bread, and it was all homemade, obviously. This was my starter, which was meat fruit. This is actually not an orange, it may look like it, but it was actually a pate, and it was very, very good. There's the inside of that pate there. It was an incredibly convincing orange. I also had the fish in the green sauce, and that was incredible as well. This was something that I probably wouldn't normally have chosen, but I'm so glad that I did. And of course, what is dinner without a little bit of dessert? This was an incredibly rich chocolate pudding. I will admit, I didn't get to do quite as much as I would have wanted to here in Dubai. I spent most of my time working in this very hotel, doing the job that I came here to do. And yeah, I guess that's kind of the point, but also at the same time, I'd have loved to explore a little bit more. Explore Dubai as a whole, go off into the desert and do some of the safaris that they do out there. So I'm actually coming back to this very hotel in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully. And the idea is going to be that I'm going to spend a little bit of more time exploring. I'm going to do the work that I need to, and then take some holiday from work so I can go and do even more exploring than we already have. If you have the money, I genuinely believe Atlantis The Royal is one of the best hotels money can buy, from the copious amounts of food. I mean, you've seen that breakfast at gastronomy. You've seen what I ate at Heston Blumenthal's restaurant. And there's just something pretty magical about being able to do your luxury shopping, swimming in your own private beach and pool, eating basically whatever you want, because if you can think of it, they probably make it here. When I think Dubai, I think this kind of place. It's rich people, it's extravagance, everything is over the top. It is money, money, money. And then this evening I went off to a slightly different part of Dubai, over by the Marina. Still expensive, but a little more friendly and approachable. It felt more like where I should be, as opposed to somewhere as extravagant as this place. And it's all over. It has been a long old week. I was actually only meant to be staying until Wednesday, and then problems occurred and I'm still here. It's Thursday evening, I'm flying back home tomorrow, so I've basically had a whole week here. And it has been quite the experience, from the food to the atmosphere to just walking around this place. It's something else. I did at least manage to get some time off resort, and I decided to go down to the Dubai Marina. This was quite the experience. This is the Dubai Eye, basically the London Eye, but a little more flashy, of course. There were a ton of different little shops and little sellers along here, and it was just a nice, pleasant change of pace and style from the Royal. The Royal was very laid back. This felt a little bit more hustle and bustle and felt a little bit more like my style of holiday. The big buildings did obviously continue, and here are just some of those stalls as well. I did get accosted by some people who tried to sell me some Dubai real estate. If I had the money, I probably would have done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, why don't you get subscribed down below and do all of that good stuff. My name's been Robert, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.